What is up, guys? Old Line Games here, back with another video, and the day has finally come. I'm upgrading my laptop. That is right, guys. I'm upgrading from my MSI GS60, the Ghost, to the Razer Blade Stealth, and boy am I excited. This is going to be my new daily driver, and I just thought I would make a video to kind of tell you guys my thoughts if you're in the market for a new laptop right now, help you make a decision. So it came in this box, as you can see right now. It's really cool packaging. So I'm just gonna put up an unboxing video. I also got the Razer Core, but I'll talk about that later in the video. But I'll show myself just opening both of them right now. Taking a look at the outside of the Blade Stealth, we're going to see a very nice finish. It's all metal, but it is a bit of a fingerprint magnet, as you can see, so I'm going to recommend picking up a skin from D-Brand or somewhere else. Taking a look at the inside, we have a fully illuminated RGB keyboard. Very, very nice to type on, I will say, and customizing it is a lot of fun. We have a 1440p 12.5-inch display. 60 hertz refresh rate, so it's very good to game on. And overall, just a really nice build quality. Other than the fact that it picks up fingerprints really quickly, I have no other complaints. And the screen is also touchscreen, so you know you're getting all of that functionality. Really, really nice design by Razer, as usual. Another thing I will say is the Razer Synapse software is super easy to configure all of your lighting, especially if you have like other Razer devices, like a keyboard or a mouse or a headset or something that has Razer Chroma lighting. You can sync it all up in there, and it works very well. The keyboard is very nice to type on. I experience similar words per minute as my mechanical keyboard. So, I mean, that's always a bonus. And yeah, really like the design here. Good job, Razer. It also does not have a graphics card, so it is super lightweight, very easy to pick up. But again, the fingerprints is an issue. Gonna have to pick up a skin for this sometime or other. If that is something that bothers you, just keep that in mind. So, as I mentioned earlier, at my desktop setup, I use a DOS keyboard, Cherry MX Blue mechanical keyboard, and going to the Blade Stealth, I really saw no major decrease in words per minute, as you can see on this typing test here. So, obviously, the keyboard's fantastic. Getting into the specs of this thing, that's where it gets interesting. It is featuring the new KB Lake i7 7500U. So, you're going to get insanely fast laptop performance out of this thing. Much faster than the MacBooks for sure. So that's definitely a bonus. You're also getting 16 gigabytes of DDR4. And this model has a 512 gigabyte SSD, blazing fast storage. You know the deal. Razer, they don't really cheap out on their hardware components. So, as I mentioned earlier, it does not have a GPU. So this is not a gaming computer. This is an ultra portable laptop. But, as I'll get into later, you can kind of transform it into a gaming computer with the Core. But hardware is all premium, top of the line. So you're going to have a great time using this thing for any Ultrabook task. As you can tell, guys, just from this picture right here, this thing is super thin and light. If you're looking to stay light and portable and on the go with your laptop, but maintain that high performance level with 16 gigabytes of RAM so you can run Chrome and all of your other stuff at the same time, the fast processor, this is, in my opinion, one of the best ways to go right now. In terms of ports, you're going to be getting all the necessary ports, headphone jack, HDMI out, and even Thunderbolt 3 on this machine, which you saw in the last photo. So that's going to be very, very interesting in compatibility with external graphics cards, and we're going to get into that right now in this next part of the video. So when we get into the accessories of the Blade Stealth, however, this is where it gets extremely interesting, because you can pick up the Razer core with this thing. Now, the Razer core is an external GPU enclosure, so you can put a full desktop graphics card into the core, plug it in through Thunderbolt 3 to your Stealth, and get insane desktop performance on the Stealth, using the built-in display or an external display. Now, what you need to do for the Razer core is you need to get your GPU. Now, it doesn't come with one, so you're going to have to pick one of those out for yourself. But right now, for me, the weapon of choice would have to be my Zotac GTX 960. It's the best card I have right now, and it can play any game, playable frame rates, 1080p, most of the time high settings. So, not much more I could ask for. So we're going to pop this thing into the core and just see exactly how it works with the Blade Stealth. So I'm not going to give you guys more 960 benchmarks. You can go find those pretty much anywhere else. But we're just going to see how it plays, just to see if it is really worth it. So what you need to do to get the core up and running is you need to pull out the lever on the side, and then that releases the PCIe enclosure inside. It has included power supply, so you don't have to worry about that. So basically, all you want to do is, if you've built a computer before, this should be very familiar to you. But you're just going to want to take your GPU and just pop it right into the PCIe slot. First, of course, you're going to have to take out the existing placeholder bracket. But then you're going to want to put it in, screw the bracket in, and then once the GPU is in place in the PCIe slot, you're going to want to take the power supply cables that are built in to the core. And it has two 8-pin connectors, so if you have an insanely powerful graphics card, it can power it. It can power any GPU. But this 960 only requires one 8-pin. So we're just going to pop that in right there, and then once that's done, you're all set. You just got to slide the GPU holder back into the core enclosure, and then you just flip the lever back into its original position so nothing slides out, and then you're ready to plug it into the Stealth and get playing. In terms of software, you're going to want to plug the core into your machine and then install the drivers for your respective video card. Now, there are going to be a bunch of prompts about new Thunderbolt 3 devices. Just click yes to all of them, and then you're going to want to open Synapse, and then that should recognize everything. And then once that's done, your GPU is installed, and then whenever you plug it in, it's really fast and plug and play. The screen will flicker like once or twice, and then the core is going to light up, and that means your GPU is running. That means you're ready to get gaming. So, as I discussed earlier, the Razer core is chroma enabled, so that means you can sync up the lighting and that with your Stealth, and that makes for some great effects. And it just makes your setup look really cool overall. And so I just kind of took it into Csgo. Csgo is not a super hard game, but it runs a lot better on dedicated graphics cards than built-in Intel HD graphics. So, you know, it was 100% playable, even at 1440p and it looked great on the Blade's monitor. And I attached a little bit of gameplay. I'm not the best at this game, but that's not to the fault of the stealth. It does a great job of running the game, and even if the recording does look a little laggy, it did fantastic. Everything I hoped for from the core. Now, I really like this idea from Razer, because what they did is they said, hey, a lot of gaming laptops are really bulky, don't have that great battery life, and they're just not that portable. But when I come home, I can plug it into the core, make it a fully fledged gaming setup. And I just think that is really cool, really awesome. And I mean, I just really highly recommend this setup to anybody. If I did have one complaint about the stealth in general, it would be that this model in particular does have a tad bit of coil whine. So that's like a bit of buzzing, but it only is really noticeable when it's plugged in. But I'm currently in contact with Razer support, and they have been super helpful so far, and we're trying to find out if there's a way we can fix this or if I need to RMA it. But the support is also being very helpful too, so I will say that credit to Razer, because I know they're not a huge company, but they're providing some very useful support. But if Coil Whine is something that bothers you, I would kind of check this out first. So the only two downsides I really think are Coil Whine and fingerprints. Performance is amazing though. You have the core, amazing display, great keyboard, fantastic trackpad. I think for me personally, the pros much outweigh the cons by a complete long shot, and that's why this is my new laptop. I'm using this every day. This is my new go-to laptop, and I'm really excited to just keep using it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like. That would mean a lot to me. And get subscribed for some gaming content. And tech reviews are not as frequent on this channel because tech's expensive. But if I do get my hands on something, I'll be sure to show it to you guys. So, hope you enjoyed the video. Happy Thanksgiving, guys. See you later. Peace out.